teachers. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of the tools on flippity.net. It has an excellent amount of things that you can do. As you see, as I'm scrolling through here, there are all kinds of interactive type activities that you can do with your students using Flippity. And what it really does is uses Google Sheets to make these manipulative things that are really awesome. So for right now, I'm going to talk to you about Flippity Manipulatives. So first of all, I'm going to go down here. You have three options: demo, instructions, and template. I'm going to run a demo so you can see what it looks like first. So I'm going to click on that. And now you can see it opens up kind of like a white fridge with fridge magnets. Some of them are colorful, and then the white ones are all people's names. So this is a sorting type thing. If I go down to the bottom right-hand corner, right down here, you can click on that and you can choose different backgrounds. So if I click on this drop-down menu, you can see there's a whole bunch. Right now we're on white fridge. I can have 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 grid, 6 grid, which is the one I'm going to use for this since there's 6 colorful words. But there are also Venn diagram. There is wood grain, there's stainless steel, and there's world, which is kind of a nice one for geography. Anyway, going back to the 6th grid, then if you train your students to put the colorful ones as the labels for each box, and then they take the white objects or words and put them in the correct category. I'm going to put more people in kind than there are in grumpy, because I don't think a lot of people want to be known as grumpy. We'll have a couple of weird people, some competent, some tall. Let's get a couple of short people up there, and we'll just have Ryan be the grump today. Okay, so now I have done all of that. If it's a student that's done it, you're going to want them to turn it in. And the way they would do that is they would use the screenshot mechanism on their Chromebook. And there's a different video that explains for them how to do it. In fact, I used the same app to make this the video for the students. So that might help too. Anyway, so that's how it looks when you do the demo. I'm going to go back to flippity.net now and show you the instructions. So if I click on instructions, it explains how to make it. And then down here, it will explain more detailed things about that particular flippity manipulative or whatever kind of flippity thing you're doing. Then if I go back, I'm going to click on the template. This is where the magic happens. So if I click on template, it's going to ask me to make a copy. And then once it's made the copy, you will see what the demo was. So here are all the words. The white ones were just the people's names. And then to make the colored ones, they just typed in which color they wanted next to the word they wanted to be the title. So if I wanted to make a different one, I could just take and delete all of these things out. So I highlighted and deleted them. And let's say I want to do verbs and make them green, and nouns and make them red, and adjectives and make them orange. And let's do prepositional phrases, prepositions, and we'll make those purple. And then I just want white ones. So for the rest of these, I'm just going to type some words, some that are verbs, some nouns, some adjectives, and prepositions. So I'm going to go. Okay, so I've finished putting those in, and now I want to go down to the very bottom of my screen, and you'll notice underneath the background here, you have your demo. That's where you put the information. If you go to backgrounds, see right here where it says Flippity? These are all those backgrounds that the kids could choose. So if you wanted to use a different background, you can do that by going to Google Drawings. create a new drawing, and then you would make that drawing be your background. So let's say I wanted my background to be a diagram of a grasshopper. So I would go in here and choose the insert image, and I would go and search for the grasshopper diagram, and then I would go in and see if I find one that I like. I think I like this one, and I insert that. All right, so I have that in here. Now I really only want the top picture. I don't want the bottom part. So I can change that by going up here and choosing crop image. And if I get on the black line, I can go up and crop off the bottom. So I just have the grasshopper part, and then click on crop up here at the top. And now I just have the picture of the grasshopper on there. Now, when I'm done with that, I'm going to just call this grasshopper. And I'm going to go over here to File and go down to Publish to the Web. And I'm going to click Publish, say OK, and I'm going to copy this link. So I'm going to do Control-C and copy that link. Now I'm going back up to my Flippity page, and right here I'm going to paste that link in there. And over here I'm going to call it Grasshopper. Okay, so now the grasshopper can be a background for my thing. If I go over here to options, I can choose if I want to display it in a random way or in an order. I always just leave it random. That way, if I type things in a certain order, it's not going to show up that way. Get the link here is where the real magic happens. But the really important thing is, before you click on this link and share it, you have to remember to publish your spreadsheet first. That's why they put this right here. It's the same thing I just did in drawings. You go to File, go down to Publish to Web, and click Publish. Click OK. This time you don't need to copy the link there. You're going to actually use the link that's right here. So I exit out of there, I click on that link right there, and it brings me to my page. Now, remember the background I made? If I instruct the kids to click on that little cog, there's a grasshopper. There's my picture. So if I wanted them to label the parts of the grasshopper, of course these are the wrong labels for that, but I could have them label it. If I didn't, I could have told them to choose the 4 columns and to sort the words. So they could just go and put these up here and sort the words. And that's how they can have manipulative things. You can use this as an assessment or just to give them something a little bit different than Google Slides all the time. So I hope you like Flippity. Let me know if you have any questions or need help with it. Thanks for watching.